And then missing ingredients, another classic. Please buff. But I like that. Whack tier. Whack. EX whack? Oh, Whack and EX whack? No. That won't make any sense. You might have whack before it. Oh, you'll see Elmar's Glad. We're gonna compare it to our old tier list once we finish this. So let's just go through this. I'm not playing Bio and please buff. We don't want her getting buffed. So she's just whack. Olimar has a sauce. We're not gonna contest this. I'm gonna try and make this a little bit quicker than the last time I made a tier list. Oh, let me actually start recording this. But yeah, so you know, I made the tier list last time. If a character didn't already change much in my head, we're just gonna kind of put him in a spot and say, moving on. Alright, this is all we need for the tier list, honestly. Olimar's top tier. Bayonetta's whack. We're good. We'll order the top tier later. Let's see. Oof. I'm not sure if I believe Diddy Kong's whack yet. This goes there. Yeah, nothing we change with this. I start people underrating Ken. I don't know why people act like Ken and Ryu suck. Where's Ryu? I don't know why people think they suck. They're not like broken, but at the same time they can actually hit you and just nuke your face. Their hitboxes are small, but they're not like way too small. Their frame data is really nice. The general changes in movement I think benefit them, along with the whole facing the opponent all the time is great. Like I don't think Ryu or Ken are that bad. Ryu's probably worse than Ken, but I don't think significantly so. Have Valentine's Day, Luca. Have Valentine's Day, everyone. Hope you're having a good day, Rosa. I'm not sure if Rosa's gonna be put in missing ingredients. I might put her there, but the buffs actually helped a lot. Actually, it reminds me. Let me actually release that video now. I'm thinking about it. But yeah, I've already talked about it in stream enough. But basically, Rosa is so much better with the buffs. She still sucks. I think she still needs Luma buffs to not be Oh, I need to get a thumbnail still. Oops. Yeah, she still needs Luma buffs, sadly. But until then, I can say she can be useful in some matchups. She can zone you on the ground. Her advantage state's still good, but it doesn't do enough damage. In general, she doesn't have enough damage, but her neutral is pretty solid. I don't know. Maybe we'll put them in missing ingredients. I might just put whack. Like, get rid of this and put it into missing ingredients completely. Honestly, I'm fine with Elden getting into Summit. That'd be cool. People can play with Olimar though, so that's not cool. Palo's got the Saw Assassin. I think the more I play Palo, the more I realize every matchup I've trapped with, I just gotta get better at. Because she can ledge trap with down tilts and nairs very well. And the more I learn that, the better her ledge trap became and the better her overall game plan became. Because then she become reliant on two-framing people or edge guarding them. Her juggling is obviously amazing, especially with nair juggle actually. Because it like lingers past long enough to beat air dodges. And then everything else hasn't really changed, you know, she's just great air to air, great air to ground, great movement, a good balance of power, a great versatile kit with lots of projectile tools, anti-projectile tools, anti-rushdown tools, rushdown tools, great grab game. Wario? Where's Wario? He's definitely rose since last time. I still think he's top tier though, but he has good stuff, you know, his WAF combos are great. Movement's amazing. Frame data is really good. Weight rate helps him out. He's very hard to hit. I could just punch you with hitting him. You can DI his combos most of the time, but sometimes you can't. And a lot of times it's hard to react to his combos to DI. And generally it's just safe. Ike actually might be in the sauce. I don't like admitting it because I was saying like Ike's probably mid tier, but Where is Ike? He's probably one of my biggest jumps. Because you know what it is? It's similar to Corrin. Where it's like, I underestimated Corrin in Smash 4 the entirety of the game. Until like the last few months of the game, I thought Corrin was good, but overrated. Yo.
5 months.
Let's go, Misho. Hell yeah, 5 months, my boy. I appreciate that. Oh, Bowser Jr. reasoning is just, I don't really pep any. He just hasn't really done anything to impress me lately, compared to a lot of the characters. Like, I think he was, like, here before, and now he's here. But yeah, so the thing about Ike is, it's not like Corrin where I underestimated the character in Smash 4 because the character's slow movement and, like, reliant on more predictable aerials. But then I realized later in the Smash 4, like, near the end, that it's okay if you have slow movement, because even though I can force fights when I want to, the fights aren't really in my favor when they happen. Like, up close, I just get mixed. You know, every character gets mixed by Nair and Grab, because you can change the Nair timing so well. Grab gives so much confirms. But honestly, the biggest thing, in my opinion, is that with platforms, Ike is dumb. Like, when I fight Ike, I notice I don't have enough bans. I want to ban both tri-plats and both single plats versus Ike. But I can't. So he gets a good counter pick no matter what when I fight him. And even in neutral striking, I leave FD available because I want that versus Ike. I have to get rid of Smashville. With Lilat around, I'm not sure if I want that, but I probably don't. Oh, now they're replacing with Town. That's really good. So I keep Town and FD versus Ike. I get rid of Smashville, I get rid of Battlefield. What's the last legal stage for starters? And PS2? Like, we probably go PS2 versus Ike every time game 1 in the current starter list. Which is so annoying because if he gets you underneath the platform, he can just kill you really easily with all his Nair confirms. Combine that with the fact that risk reward is generally not good for Ike, because once again, Nair confirms is so powerful. He can ledge chop really well with Nair, once again. So it's like in disadvantage state, it really sucks. In advantage state, because of his giant ass dumb hitboxes, you can't keep him there easily because he can just challenge you and hit you. So if you can't outright challenge him with like good frame data up close, it's so hard to hold him in disadvantage. And it's just a problem. I really hate how this character is. But regardless of that, he just has these big, overly rewarding hitboxes that mean every exchange feels like it's his favor. If you can't just outright get in his face like Fox can. And even though we've seen like Ike versus Fox, and we've seen it's doable for Ike. Obviously he loses it. But I think versus a lot of the best characters, he's just so good at controlling neutral. Controlling the risk reward in his favor. Abusing platforms. His recovery mix-ups are good enough. Like, you can't really just edgeguard Ike freely, you have to guess. And sometimes you can't just do anything about it. Bleh. Alright, I didn't talk about Falcon. Falcon just needs a little bit more. His speed's good, he has some good combos. But his hitboxes are too small. He's obviously combo food, edgeguard food. I think a lot of his combos are like DI-able and not really true. And when compared to other characters in the game with a lot of true combos, better hitboxes, and not significantly worse movement, you have a character that seems a little bit too undertuned. But if they give him bigger hitboxes, he'd probably be like here even. Like, he might even be up here good enough, I suppose. I'm gonna relook at this list, but I think right now, it just seems like it's a little bit too... He actually is scary though. Falcon's still pretty scary when he hits you, and just his dash guard could be scary. I'll put him here. He's good enough. Pichu still has a sauce? Yeah, Pichu definitely has a sauce. And I put Pikachu up. I'm not sure. I don't think Pikachu has a sauce, but I think Pichu does. We've seen voice performance. I don't gotta say too much about that. You know, crazy combo, advantage, say hard to hit. Frame data. Only issue with lack of range, and of course lightweightness, and hurts himself, so... I think he has the sauce. But I think at the same time, he just struggles with a lot of random characters. And I think optimizations for his advantage state and abusing T-Jones and neutral will help him versus those characters he struggles, like Olimar, Ness, probably Mario as well. So yeah, this is one of those, I might be wrong, he might just be here, because of his natural weaknesses. But I think he has too much room to work. in his favor for the future. I'm gonna see it, Gabriel. Like I said, Falcon's almost here, but he has some good stuff. He has decent combos, he has decent damage out, but he's scary and neutral when he just dashes around. Even playing like Paolo, just spamming there, I still have to respect him a bit. Let's talk about Wolf for a second. Wolf's dumb. I think Wolf actually is really dumb. A lot of his buttons are overtuned. His down smash, way too big. His laser, way too big, too much damage. His up B hitbox is massive. Recovery mix-ups are generally just really solid with him, because if you guess wrong, you die. And he has quite a few mix-ups. His airspeed is nice, his nair is big hitboxes, fair and back air big hitboxes, up air big hitboxes, everything has his big hitboxes. But on top of good frame data, great air movement, a not awful recovery, a good enough fall speed that he can actually escape juggle situations by mixing up fast full air dodges and nairs and other things, combined with his air drift. Anti-projectile tool with his laser and his reflector. He has crazy combos with like fair, back air, down throw dash attack to be in a bad spot and do a lot of damage, and then up throw up air, so he always has like grab combos with high percents and a killing throw. And you're seeing a lot of wolves lately because everyone's realizing this character is really easy to play while being really good. And that's the biggest thing for him, is he's so easy to play that it's like 100 hours in Wolf, let's say, is more efficient than 100 hours in Olimar in terms of your results. So even if Olimar and Wolf were the same like level of character, let's say, I'm not saying they are, it would be better to put time in the Wolf due to ease of play, and you can focus more on just learning your opponent and general game stuff and optimizing him even further. Then the character's neutral game plan isn't as easy, whereas the character's buttons aren't easy, the combos aren't as intuitive, and you have to learn more about the character before you can learn like how to deal with their counterplay and specific matchups. Wolf has too much sauce. Next up, where's Peach Daisy? Let's put Daisy. I like Daisy more. This actually hasn't changed at all since last tier list I made, so I'm not going to talk too much about her. Just really good air movement, you know, big, powerful hitboxes, crazy combos off everything, great projectile with turnips, great edge guarding, hard to edge guard, hard to keep him disadvantaged in general. Punishes really hard for any mistakes. And like, she has everything you want in a character besides ground buttons, but she doesn't need ground buttons when her float effectively lets her aerials be her ground buttons, except with more mobility. Oh, sup, Organzo? Cool. Yes, I saw the summit stuff today, Hershey. I was surprised Eastman got eliminated. Yeah, so these are my top two, actually. Daisy Wolf. Alright, who's next? Oh, where's Pokemon Trainer? This character has a sauce for sure. Actually, where's my last tier list? I'm gonna find it to compare. So let me go to Reddit real quick. Name search to Buzz. Here, so let me go to Reddit. Name search to Buzz. New. Where is my tier list? And then look at all the people complaining about my tier list. Nessa, same tier as Kirby, okay. Complain. Complaining. Almost complaining, but not quite. Whatever. Whatever. I remember thinking people play with this more before. Oh well. One of the worst ones yet. There we go. Shoka's not top 2. Shoka's not that good. Isabel bad. Lol. Anyway. So this is my previous tier list. And I put Pokemon Trainer in top tier still. Yep. So that hasn't changed. Ivysaur is really good. Squirtle's really good in a lot of matchups and a little bit underrated right now. Squirtle is actually really underrated as a character, but the thing is, he does his job so well in a lot of matchups. Low percent combos, hard to hit, doesn't get comboed hard. Can switch switch into him when you're at disadvantage to escape pretty well. And then Charizard's underrated a little bit as well. Not a great character, but once again, really good at what he does. You use him for recovery, you use him at kill percent when someone's at the ledge. Up smash out shield is nice, can kill you with grabs. Back air is really good for whip punishing. He's really fast and neutral, so he's not even easy to hit. And like fair is hard to challenge as well. And overall, you can just abuse the character. And then Ivysaur's Ivysaur. So it's like, even if Ivysaur is only fantastic, I think Squirtle is actually fantastic. And Charizard is still weak, don't get me wrong. Charizard's still around the oof area, or whack. When you use him at the right times, the character's kit overall is just so great. Like, they have some bad matchups. Like, I think Palutena should still be Pokemon Trainers even. Actually, I'm not sure what that bad matchups are. Charizard's not the worst character in the game. Nah. People underrate Zard a lot. People don't try to learn Pokemon Trainer characters. I don't get it. They don't learn how to use the Ivysaur's kit aside from Side B and grabs. They don't learn how to use Squirtle's kit besides complaining about him and going for grabs and down air. They don't learn how to use Charizard's kit except back air, forward tilt, grab, up smash out, shield. And then they say the character's bad when they don't even use half of each character's kit. Like, okay. Like, shut up, right? Shut up. Like, Ivysaur's tilts are nice. Squirtle has a great, foundation. Charizard's a little bit whack. But he's not as bad as we make him out to be. Mainly because his movement's so good. Not even mainly. He has good buttons, his movement's good. Next up, I think after the patch, Mega Man's still alright. He's worse. But Lemons is still very annoying. He still is really good air to air. He has good edge guarding, kill power. Parry Shuri's still a great option to just hard read and kill people with. Thor Smash is still a good zoning tool. Metal Blade setups are still a thing and they're really nice. Leaf Shield's still a great move. Still is a grab game. Like, Mega Man lost 30% damage in neutral Lemons, which hurts. But it doesn't hurt as much as I thought it would. Who's next? Oh, Inkling is still got the sauce. This didn't change at all. You know, great frame data, great movement, great combos, hard to kill, really well-rounded kit. Struggles with approaching people. I'm not ordering this yet, by the way, for the most part. They still struggles to kill people sometimes, but not as much as people realize because forward air is so good. And like good range smashes, up smash out shield, roller confirms. Mainly just struggles to approach some characters like Rob, Olimar, really most characters with good walls. She struggles a little bit against, but when she gets in, she does so much damage that I think it's okay if she struggles to approach. It's kind of similar to Fox, honestly, except her burst options aren't that great, but in exchange she has walling tools. It's like if you took Fox and you got rid of Fox's dash attack, but replaced it with Cloud's back air. Oh, Luigi. Yeah, Luigi's pretty whack. Luigi actually might be missing ingredients, but we'll talk about that later. Ice Climbers are still pretty whack. Nana AI buffs did help, but that isn't enough. Isabelle actually needs some buffs. I don't know, Karen Anyone says that character needs buffs. Roy? Oh, where is Roy? I think he's fantastic. Where did I put him initially? Put him as has the sauce. Did that change at all? No, I think he still has a sauce. I just don't think anyone of a high enough skill level is using Roy yet to show it. Character, really good frame data, good hitboxes, good damage output, very safe pressure in general. Struggles approaching people when he gets in, he mixes his stuff up. He's not easy to edge guard. He can really kill you off like pretty much all his attacks can kill you up close. And sometimes he has things like with sour spots, such as Sour Spot up air and kill confirms. His side B is crazy good. Crazy good for killing people. And damage output. And a lot of stuff, honestly. Yeah, Roy's better than Crown Post patch. No, Zodiac Sheep, you want Isabel buffed. Trust me. And yeah, overall, Roy is, I just don't think a good enough player is using him yet. This character is really good. He might actually be like up to here, honestly. We haven't really seen his potential. Me too. Good enough, I suppose. I probably put him lower before. Nah, he's basically the same spot. He's still a Shadow Ball the character with some decent tilts and okay aerials, but he just gets decimated by like swords. Anti-projectile characters can give him trouble too. His dash got nerfed for some reason. You didn't get Ganondorf. That's your fault, man. And yeah, like you can do work with him. I wouldn't pick him. I think I'm dropping Lucas down my tier list. Yeah. He can't really deal with pressure as well as I'd like him to. He doesn't have arcing hitboxes to cover a lot of approaches. His range in general isn't as much as like it needs to be. His projectile game got nerfed from 4. His grab game is good, but he doesn't have the range to make people like want to shield so he can get grabs in the first place. And you can go off stage and just edge guard him if you want to be a little bit aggressive there. He has like okay anti-projectile tools, but nothing crazy if they're not like energies, whatever. He does have the Zaire double jump cancel shenanigans, but I don't think that's enough to carry him. Like it might be in the future, but I don't see optimized Zaire shenanigans being enough to carry the character when Zaire as a whole is a good, but not busted neutral option. Like it's frame 9, very narrow hitbox. And in a game where characters are jumping in at you from above, and generally high ground jump-ins just beat a lot of things, or just whiff punish you with great movement, I don't think Zaire is going to carry him. Go Army. Hello, yes. Please put Belmonts and please buff. Okay, thanks. You got it, man. We need to buff the Belmonts. They suck. Bottom 5. What's up, Saber? Not too much. But now they're in, they're probably good enough, I suppose, here. Like, they're good in some matchups. And on triplat stages, they're really obnoxious to deal with. So you gotta get rid of triplats versus them. Sometimes you just can't get past them. And some big characters, especially slow characters, can't approach this. So it's like, when they're good, they're really good. And I think as a secondary, they have a lot of utility. So, just by the nature of, I wouldn't main them, but they make a strong secondary for certain matchups you don't want to deal with, such as Bowser or DK. Even a character like Ness will probably struggle a lot. They're not bad. Ganon? Yeah, Ganon's also good enough, I suppose. I never put him as high tier before. And just the more I play him, the more I'm like, his disadvantage state sucks too much. Similar to how Lucas's Zaire isn't a good enough tool to carry him, Ganon's Nair is good enough to carry him. Where it's like, if you can approach from above, or if you can whiff punish him, or if you can throw projectiles, or if you have a disjoint, you can just deal with his Nair pretty easily. And if his Nair is dealt with, the rest of his neutral kind of falls apart. No soul request get into because I don't want to be able to put this video on YouTube and not get copyright struck. Because I want to make that money. Song request during sub games, maybe. But yeah, obviously big hitboxes, good range on stuff, very strong advantage state, carries him. But like all the top tiers in particular have neutrals that just kind of, I don't even want to say shut him down because that's not true, but out neutral him and keep him disadvantaged too hard. Next up, Little Mac needs buffs. I'm just listening to every Little Mac player at this point, but they're right, he needs buffs. I think Piranha Plant also needs buffs. Piranha Plant's actually an abysmal character. His movement's bad, his hitboxes are bad. If you have bad movement and hitboxes, you need something crazy to carry you. Like long, but like, He doesn't have anything crazy. His projectile game is weak. He doesn't have like a gimmick that like really is strong. His grab game is weak. He has good anti-airs, sure, but just don't like jump right above him. Yeah, his arrows are slow. His damage output isn't that great. Poison is an interesting gimmick that doesn't do enough. I think if Poison had like a hitbox on it, that'd be really good. Like just not one that puts people away. And honestly, I feel like he needs more movement speed. I think his kit would be really good if he was a lot faster. Like think of like Mewtwo in Smash 4, he went from being one of the slowest characters in the game to one of the fastest. Do that to Prom Plant, and I think he's actually a good character. Like, a fantastic character. But as it is now, I don't know how he's supposed to win neutral with him. Holding advantage with him is a little bit too hard. He can't really get his combos going because like they're very hard hits to get on people. His ledge trapping game is whack. His ledge guarding game is pretty good, and he has some interesting gimmicks with using neutral to trade with hitboxes like as a defensive tool. And so his defense is pretty decent overall versus non-disjoint characters. But I think in this game, most of the top tiers are disjoint characters anyway. Like you look at most of these got the sauce characters, and you notice they have some pretty big disjoints overall. Poison doesn't even carry the character, it's not that great. Yeah, just don't jump above him. My beer is cute. Aw, thank you. I agree, if Plant didn't have Spike Ball, it would be the worst character in the game, actually. Spike Ball is good, but not good enough, because it doesn't win him neutral. Kirby? Kirby's pretty whack. I think I put him as higher before. And no. What everyone says is true. Not fast enough. Not big enough aerials. The thing is, his crouch is really good for dealing with characters that jump at him a lot. But if you had a Kirby, he's just crouching versus the aerials. Just don't press buttons. With that said, he's still hard to hit. He still can just run up to you, crouch, and get close enough to hit you with buttons and get combos going. But his combos aren't threatening enough because his frame data on his aerials isn't that great. So it's like he has to do falling aerials to get combos. The fact that he's a multi-jump character who doesn't really have good aerial confirms, except like down air, which is a falling aerial for the most part, or like low percent fair, it really hurts him. And then his tilts aren't big enough. His smashes or whatever, his grab game is whatever. Obviously his specials don't do much. And the only reason he's not bad is because he still multi-jumps. So he still has to keep a disadvantage sometimes. His down air is still really good. His tilts are still really good. His crouch is still really good. He still has a grab game. And just generally he's a character that doesn't let other people play the game they want to. Young Link, he can't box people out. Where did I put him before? I put him higher up before. I might move this, but my problem with him is he can't really deal with people at mid-range. Like his projectiles are cool and all, but Boomerang's very slow. Arrow has the same issue as a lot of other hitboxes, which is like narrow hitbox, except it's also projectile, except it's not even that fast. His Nair doesn't have much range. His forward and his back don't have much range. His air is good range, and that actually might kind of fix his issue, but I don't think his air is good enough because it's still slower startup, no real confirms, good amount of end lag, and just, I think as long as he can't find mid-range, he's bad versus the current, like, commonly top tier characters. Like, he's alright versus Peach because she wants to stay in the air a lot, floating around at, like, baiting distance, and his arrows are good at dealing with that. But, like, Wolf is really annoying for him. Palutena is annoying for him. Olimar is annoying for him because he just outcamps him. And Young Link also doesn't really outcamp people. His projectiles are meant to make him go in, but he doesn't win camping wars with people at all. Highland Shield's good, but not, like, amazing. Like, it's a great tool, but a lot of the best characters aren't characters with, like, giant projectiles you want to block with Highland Shield. Like, Fox can get in his face and outframe him, out-combo him probably. Inkling back airs are really annoying for him. And, like, I'm not saying he's bad in these matchups, but I'm just saying that he has a common issue, whereas, like, he has one noticeable weakness in all these matchups. So like he's in the cusp. He almost has the sauce because he still has great ground movement. Projectiles are still really good. He still has big combos, really good confirms. And damage output's high. Edge guarding is nice. Ledge trapping is really nice. Jumping is nice. Like he's still really nice. I make it sound like he's bad by focusing on his weaknesses. But he just needs, and he could still be got the sauce. But I just think not being able to box people out because of his low range really sucks, and low airspeed. And a lot of his arrows have to hit really low to the ground to make them like really safe. So even though he has fast aerials, like if you nair from like a short hop, like rising, punished easily. Forward air sent too high up, doesn't give him combos? Then that's not true. But on block is punished, but he was too high up with it. And yeah. Also, since he's a fast fall with low air speed, he's pretty easy to edge guard, like all the links. Zelda is... I think Zelda is kind of whack. This didn't change much from last tier list, though. Yeah, this didn't change much. She still has the issue of relies on Knight, and matchups where Knight isn't that great, she just loses. But like even matchups where Knight is good, her kit isn't versatile. Like she doesn't really have like a good mid-range boxing game. Up close, she's high risk, high reward generally. Far range, she doesn't really out-camp people. She has a good grab game, but don't get grabbed by her. Ground buttons generally suck. Not very good burst options. Sheik sucks. No, Sheik needs buffs. Flat out. Like, I don't even want to talk about this character too much. She just is... Oh my god. Bad damage output, bad kill power, bad hitboxes. Her kit in general is really under-tuned, because she doesn't get rewarded enough hitting people at all, and her neutral isn't good enough anymore. Lucina has a sauce, by the way. Lucina's basic as shit. She's probably my third best character in the game. The thing with Lucina is she just mashes buttons and they work. All of her attacks are just big, powerful, safe, fast, low end lag, like favorable risk reward hitboxes on everything. She has low percent grab combos, and there's not a single part of the game she's bad at. Neutral she's great at, advantage she's great at, disadvantage she's great at. And you notice how I didn't like bother with juggling or edge guarding? It doesn't matter. Just big, great sword hitboxes everywhere that are so effective. She's a brain dead, boring ass character whose only flaws are being a little bit too floaty to mix people up with like landing aerials versus tomahawks, and generally getting juggled a little bit hard. Well, also you can pretty easy combo because her airspeed isn't that great. And of course she doesn't have a projectile, so she has to like approach projectile characters and leave herself open and getting hit by projectiles and just generally camped out. But like, I don't like how Lucina is in this game. And Martha's still really good. Like, I don't know why people think Martha's bad. But Martha is worse. Like, everything I said about Lucina applies to Marth, except worse because Sour Spot versus Tipper in a game where you don't have time to, like, space out your tippers well. But still, you just have nice hitboxes all around in every situation. And are just floaty. Low air, not airspeed, like, not the best air movement. And no projectiles. In the situations where Martha's actually better, probably. I'm like against it. I'm not a Martha Lucina main. DK is pretty great. I don't think this changed actually, yeah. This didn't change at all. DK is pretty great. He has these nice hitboxes. Great airspeed. The thing with DK is he's heavyweight with really good airspeed and acceleration. So he's able to get out disadvantage easier than most heavyweights. His neutral is really good because of the dash attack being so belligerently powerful. along the back air and his big tilts. Great grab game. He can grab you mid-stage at 120, walk you across the stage, and just go, oh, I walked you across the stage. Yeet. Let me get my water. But yeah. So that's really good with his massive grab hitboxes too. Heavyweight characters is hard to kill. You can spike him, sure. His recovery is pretty bad. There's actually no defending that. But like, considering how hard it is to kill him sometimes, and juggle him, and how much reward he gets for winning in neutral because his advantage state's so strong, due to big, powerful hitboxes that can combo as well, and vortex you, he really is just held back by the fact that he's a giant character. So he's combo food, he's edge guard food, he's projectile food, and he's generally just whiff punish food, and even block punish food.
Valentine's Day to Boots Cutie Khan. Thought your Nepu for coming and give you the sweetie love. Also, I still want to do lessons. Other than that, happy Valentine's Day, David Khan. This was gay to do lol.
Thank you, Storm. Let's go. 6 months. Appreciate it. And yeah, man, hit me up for lessons. Hope you have a good V-Day too. I'm really glad you admitted that was hella gay to do. Made reading that with the Nepo part a little bit less awkward. No, don't buff Aerial Spinning Kong. Please, no. No, DK is fine. Aerial Spinning Kong doesn't need to be a kill move or a lot of things. It just needs to do what it needs to do, which is recovering. And doing some damage and pushing people away far enough that if it hits you with that mid-percents, you're safe. Ridley is oof. A little bit up from before. His hitboxes are still nice, his movement's so nice. Recovery mix-ups are good enough. Edge guarding is really good. He just has a good advantage state with good aerials. I mean, anti-airs especially. Down tilt's great at neutral. Forward tilt's nice. But Ridley's results are falling off a bit as people get better at comboing heavyweight characters and killing them really quickly. People get better at not getting caught by down tilt and recognizing DI stuff wasting don't get comboed. Recognizing he has trouble killing sometimes, his grab game is weak. And just in general, people realizing his flaws more. And I definitely underrated him on my last tier list. So he is rising, but he's rising in spite of me underrating him in the first place. Well, because of me underrating him in the first place. But not really because of his meta developing. Maybe he's too big. Sonic's also rising because I underrated him in the first place. He's still hard to hit. Neutral B side B mix-ups are really annoying. He has really annoyingly good forward smash, actually. Like, his forward smash is still Mickey Mouse glove bullshit massive hitboxes that are obnoxious. But overall, he just forces you into a lot of mix-up games with side B and neutral B. And I feel like if he guesses wrong, he loses. And he can't really stack the odds in his favor. And that's my issue with him. Is until he can stack the odds in his favor with side B or neutral B, he's just going to be oof. Because at least it's a functional game plan. And like, characters that can't chase him well especially, and can't really challenge side B are really hard for, really bad against him. And he can still time you out. Did he? I think he's good enough. I think that's what I put him last time too. Actually, he's pretty solid. Honestly. Gordo Toss is really nice. Decent grab game. He has destroys because of the hammer. He's very hard to kill because he's floaty, multiple jumps, and heavyweight. Big character doesn't get comboed as hard as other big characters. Uppy super arm makes it hard to edge guard him as well. Very punishing when he hits you. Ledge trapping is absurd. Juggling is really good. His neutral is nice because of his Gordo, so he can play like a defensive heavyweight neutral, where he can push forward and push into the corner and punish you. So you're kind of forced to approach him, but approaching him's hard. And if you play defensively, if you have like a way to deal with Gordos freely, then playing defensively is good for him. But he also has counter projectile tools, really good ones. So yeah, DD has also. Actually, I'm putting Bowser up here. Thinking about it, Bowser's movement's really good. His hitboxes are nice. Really good power. Really great advantage state. Can edge guard really well with forwarder. Actually, like amazing edge guarding. Up air is a great defensive tool. I made a video on Bowser, like a guide. I said he was pretty good, and I stand by that. He just has really strong buttons overall. Flamethrower is amazing. Command grab is amazing. Suicide down air and side B can be really good in clutch moments. Down B to break shields. Okay, see you, Maestro. Shut up, Ginta. Ginta, shush. Shush, 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 shush. What's up, J-Soul? Anyway, so who's next? Oh, Monano Boy? I'm losing a little bit of faith in him. He definitely has the sauce. Like, we all know big hitboxes, powerful stuff, Monano arts are crazy for everything. But he has really bad air acceleration. So like when he jumps, he can miss to the jumps. When he does his aerials, if he doesn't do the aerials low enough, they're actually pretty unsafe. So it's like nearest to be spaced very low. And it's kind of the same issue as Young Link, where if you don't space it low enough, you'll be punished. But if you try spacing it that low, it's more time to react and get challenged. Especially because he's pretty floaty. Also, of course, really bad frame data. So fast characters can just get in his face and press buttons and he can't really do much about it. All the 10 frame up shield is pretty decent. But it's not like broken for punishes. I want ice cream now for some reason. Also, I guess it's a more player error thing, but if you use his arts at the wrong times, like if you use smash art and then someone reversals you like at the ledge and hits you, you might just die. And if you burn an art at a bad time and you don't have when you need it, that can also hurt him a lot. And so he's one of those characters where misplaying with him is not only just getting hit, but burning a resource temporarily that you might need later on. And the fact that you can misplay and get punished harder than most characters. Also, his recovery is pretty bad, I think. At least I think his recovery is pretty easy to edgeguard unless he has jump Monado. Jump bar and has time to set it up. And even then you can catch him for it. So yeah. Also, the only art that really helps him in neutral is speed art. And the fact that when he goes to certain arts, he's more predictable in a lot of ways. Like when he has jump art, his ground movement sucks. When he has speed art, his jumping sucks. Nope, this part of the tier list is not ordered yet. You know, I'm actually gonna get rid of the ordered part for now and put it on later when I actually order it. What's up, Alexander? See, Ashoka's really good, don't get me wrong. It's just his weaknesses are more exploitable than I thought, and the strengths are a little bit less pronounced because, you know, he has massive sword aerials. There's a lot of drawbacks to them in his arts. But when I fight choke players, I feel like it's just, I can edgeguard them. But I think it might just be me being really good at edgeguarding them in general. Why do I think the heavyweights here have over Ganondorf? Mainly their neutrals are more well-rounded, where Ganondorf's neutral is just one move really, and then slow movement trying to make it work. Robin needs buffs. This character is just atrocious. And I'm not gonna say anything else. Who else should I talk about? Oh, Corrin. Male Corrin, because Ginta's here, she'll complain otherwise. I mean, this character is, like, it's basic. You have big hitboxes at combo with low startup and low end lag that are pretty safe. Hard to challenge. And neutral is just an obnoxious character to deal with. Disadvantage to sucks though, bad air speed, of course. But like big aerials that challenge low to short hitboxes. Recovery is bad, but not as awful as people make out to be. But still pretty bad. Go off stage, train with a multi-move using... Oh. Okay, cool, thanks. Use multi-moves to train with up B so she falls down and dies. He falls down and dies. Or just down air at the end of up B. Or just go off stage and hit him before they have a chance to get in position up B because low air speed. Side B doesn't control neutral that well, but still is a great whiff punish tool, pressure tool. Great 2-frame tool. Forward smash is great for whiff punishing. Back air is good for spacing especially. Good counter. And yeah, why is Luigi so low? Because he relies on his grab game. Everything about Luigi besides his grab game is bad. His fireball game is pretty decent, I guess. but like it doesn't carry him. He doesn't win by using Fireball like spacing. He wins by using Fireball spacing instead of grabs. His up close arrows are amazing, but he's so slow in the air, and the ground he's not particularly fast either. His recovery is dookie. Absolutely dookie recovery. Down B is a great combo breaker because of invincibility, but if you counterplay that by just waiting out, you can really hard punish him. Awful getting out juggles as a result. And really, I just find if you platform camp him at low percent so he doesn't get like 0 deaths on you with grabs, he sucks. Now that said, you kind of have to platform camp him at low percents, and if you mess up, you'll just die, so that's really annoying. But I think overall, it's hard for him to consistently get a 0 death with grabs. If he doesn't get that, he just lacks everywhere else. So yeah. Like, maybe just because Elegant hasn't got just this game, I swear Luigi's not good. Lucario? Lucario's pretty fantastic. Lucario's issue is his neutral relies on his aura. Like, low aura Lucario neutral isn't that scary, although his movement's pretty nice. He still has Aura Sphere confirms after the patch with a little bit higher percent, so later percent kill confirms on Aura Sphere stuff is bad. But like, he has good hitboxes, good movement, his projectile is really nice, counter's really good, back air is really good, good dash attack, good grab game. And just a well-rounded character overall, like nothing too special. His recovery can be pretty whack. Like sometimes it's really good if you can space it right, but sometimes it's hard to actually space his recovery and use it right, and see you die. And as a result, sometimes you have to like up B, and up B in like certain like spots that are really bad and easy to edgeguard, which is why Palutena, for example, can use his recovery sometimes and absolutely destroy him. But I'm pretty sure Lucario still has kill confirms. What? What? Does he not? But whatever, my only issue with him really is the fact that this is a game where characters can die early, and he's no exception. And of course he relies on his aura to be a good character. But I would never put Lucario below Fantastic, not as long as he has a side B and neutral B that scale hard with aura, along with generally just absurdly high power with aura that makes every mistake for him very deadly, on a character with good attributes and frame data and range and defensive play. His offensive play isn't that great, but it's good enough. But his defensive play is really where he shines. King K. Rool is oof, I think. Which is actually a buff for him. King K. Rool actually is very annoying to fight because his zoning game can be annoying for some characters. Not just because of his projectiles, but because of his neutral air to kind of like attack stuff. He has really good movement and a good grab game, so it's like you can just whiff things versus him and he'll get free punishes for lots of damage. Edge guard with back air and forward air can be really good. Hard to juggle him sometimes because of neutral air, so you have to like you can juggle him, but you have to outguess him a lot. Not even outguess him, you have to play 50-50 game with his juggling because of his neutral air super armor. I say belly armor, but anyway. What else does he have? I think his dash attack's pretty nice. He has anti-projectile tools, which is really big on a heavy. A heavyweight having anti-projectile tools is amazing. Holy crap. Holy crap, having anti-projectile tools on a heavyweight is so good. So shoutouts to that for King K. Rool. Recovery's still absolutely ridiculously good. His advantage state's really good for ledge trapping and for juggling. And honestly, I think he's a little bit underrated. Like, people thought he had the sauce when he came out, is the problem. People put him up here. And then they said, oh, we're wrong, he must actually be here. When the answer is no, he's either here or here. And honestly, I think he might be good enough. Honestly, when I'm talking about him, he's probably here. He's good enough, I suppose. This is just whatever. Like, this is good frame data, good with small hitboxes, but good damage output and combos. Really, the problem with Ness is when he's fighting characters with low range, he's really good. when he's fighting characters who have good disjoints, he just gets walled out. He always gets edge guard easily. And his disadvantage state in general sucks. His advantage state isn't strong enough, but it's not particularly bad, and I just don't think he stands out. Like, he doesn't stand out as a specifically bad character, like these guys do, but he doesn't stand out as a particularly good character either. Another character doesn't really stand out as bad or good, it was just the pits. I'm not gonna bother separating them. Depending on the matchup, you either want pit or dark pit arrows. But like, it doesn't really matter, for the most part. Because you're just gonna use whichever one is better based on the arrows in the matchup. And they don't really stand out, you know, they have decent disjoints, decent grab combos, decent frame data, decent movement, a good disadvantage state, a good advantage state, but like, neither of those are particularly amazing. I guess having a good disadvantage stands out a lot more than having a good advantage in this game. So that's notable. It is a good projectile. Their anti-projectile tools are kind of weak though. Like side B and down B both pretty big gimmicks. And the thing is, he doesn't have much room to grow, I don't think. Like, I don't see this character as having crazy tech or having these underexplored moves with lots of utility. I just see a very vanilla character. It's a basic drag down stuff with nair and forward air. Basic spacing, basic whiff punishing, basic grab game, basic edge guarding, basic everything. So yeah, ultra average. That's fine. Snake is fantastic. Like, he actually might have the sauce. I don't know, I'm not sure if he has the sauce, but he's just fantastic. My problem with Snake is there's a lot of matchups that seem just randomly bad for him. Like, characters with fast projectiles can just make his grenade camping bad. But the thing is, I've seen MVD actually deal with projectile-based characters that can outcamp him by just running up, pulling out a grenade, and shielding. And like, that's really good. Like, run up to you, pull a grenade, shield is really good to deal with those projectile characters that have mediocre up close games. Obviously, he has all the traits of amazing trades because of heavyweight, grenades, strong hitboxes, nice hitboxes. He has really good frame data on some moves too, like frame 3 down air. So it's straight out shield option. His dash attack is great for just bursting people down because of invincibility on the head and arms while going really far in low profiling and setting up really good follow-ups. Nikita edge guarding is good. Nikita, just generally his juggling is good with up smashes, Nikita grenades. C4 controls parts of the maps really well. His edge guarding isn't that great, but he just lets try people instead. His disadvantage state is a little bit exaggerated for how bad it is. Like, with grenades, he can make it so hard to juggle him. His up B absorbs a lot of attacks, so you can't knock him out of it. He can recover for free. Down B for recovering is also good because he can like mix up his DI on it, so you can't just spike him out of it. If he's caught off stage and he has to up B next to him, then he gets killed with a spike, sure, but that situation isn't as easy to make as you think. As long as the Snake has proper DI and management of his resources. Yep, he has a great grab game, including grab down throw, like 160 plus. Yep, CC, I got an editor finally for my videos. So I'm gonna start doing videos for like stream highlights. I think that'd be really nice. I'm actually gonna like tweet about that tomorrow. I like giving videos a day on YouTube just to see what the reaction is before I tweet about them. So tomorrow I'm gonna be like, okay, assuming it was good reactions, here's my video, guys. Although if something like this, which is just pure dense information, I won't edit this, of course. These are one of those things where it's like, if you want to learn about my thoughts on the characters, you have to watch the entire video. That's how it is. But yeah, so Snake I'm actually upping on my tier list. Because after seeing MVD counterplay the issues Snake has with projectile characters, and seeing how he can counterplay general weaknesses with disadvantage and being a heavyweight character, Snake's also kind of slim, so he's not like combo food heavyweight. Overall, the character is better than I initially thought. No, Whack is not Jenga. Whack is just not that good. I'm honestly probably just gonna combine these two tiers, Whack and Oof. Will there be timestamps? Nope. If someone wants to make timestamps for me, please go ahead. That's way too much damn work. Mario's good enough, I suppose. He's similar to Ness, and he just gets walled out. He has good frame data up close. You know, his anti-projectile tools, which is really nice. His recovery is pretty good. Combo game is really good. He has like even guaranteed down throw, up air, forward air, kill confirms at certain percents. And he actually has just really good buttons up close. And he's hard to keep him disadvantaged for too long because he's got airspeed as well. The only reason I put him fantastic is because I don't know what makes him fantastic. Like, actually, his backer is also a good neutral tool as well. Like, backer is really good to just play neutral with when someone's trying to space you. Combine that with his good ground mobility and out shield punishes. So it's like hit his block, sometimes he gets a punish. Sometimes he just hits you before you can press a button and outspace him. You don't want to mess with Mario up close. He punishes you so badly up close for anything that you don't want to mess with that ever. And that's a problem. Yeah, Mario's good. Fireball is also a decent projectile for approaching people and edge guarding. It gets free damage off stage because it's just like, you just do jump Fireball, and someone can either jump and put themselves in a bad spot, or air dodge and burn the air dodge, or just take the 5% damage Fireball. Yeah, no, Mario's good. I love when I'm talking about a character, and as I'm talking about the character, my opinion changes. Here, you want to find frame data? Oh, I need to find another video, don't I? Never mind. But yeah, what was I gonna say? Here, if you want to find frame data, I'll post a frame data chart in the chat. Kirby Hammer is making frame data for all the characters, but currently it's not even close to complete, so yeah. Greninja has a sauce? Yeah. Oh, actually, Greninja's weird. I'm gonna put him in has the sauce, but I haven't played against or as Greninja enough to properly explain why he has the sauce. Like, I played Akashic, and he was giving me a lot of trouble friendlies at Genesis. Because the character's burst punish game is so good with dash attack. Fair is great for spacing. Nair pressure is so good once you're respecting forward air and dash attack. Shuriken camping is amazing. His Shaoxi got buffed to be faster and not as predictable when he's off stage because he doesn't like go into slow fall when he's doing it, so he can do fast fall shadow sneak and you're like, oh, what? He's generally hard to edge guard, although if you guess right, you'll kill him. His ledge trapping is scary because of down tilt confirms, forward smash to kill you, up smash actually connects better when you're on platform, so I can kill you well. Generally, his jumping game is really good due to his speed, and his up smash and his up air being great. Shuriken mix-ups also go where, like, if you think he's going to do quick shurikens, he can charge it, then he has better shield pressure shurikens. Forward is a really nice, like, grounded spacing tool. His grab game is really good because his grab range is pretty big, and he has kill confirm, not kill confirms, but he can kill off up throw, he can confirm off up throw at low percents for combos. And yeah, overall Greninja just has everything you want in a character. He's just hard to play, and because he has to do a lot of falling aerials, you can stuff him out with fast hitboxes. It's like Fox's hitboxes, Inkling pop hitboxes. A lot of characters with good rising aerials can just stuff him out in the air really freely. But that's his only real major issue, and the fact that he has the mobility and burst options to punish people going for that by just dashing back and dashing in and punishing them, or throwing out shurikens, or just outspacing them with massive range forward air and good range back air, really gives him the counterplay he needs to his only main weakness. Oh, is Plup playing Greninja now? Fox and Wolf are completely different characters, and don't think of them like comparable characters. I think Wii Fit's, I don't know. I don't think much changed from last time about Wii Fit. Yeah. She becomes Jesus when she has deep breathing on, and it's really lame. But beside, and like, That's really lame. Her damage output's insane. Her projectile game is still good for defensive play. Her hitboxes is still awful though. And her awful hitboxes really hold her back because otherwise she has great frame data, great damage output, kill power, projectiles, movement, becomes Jesus when she breathes, and nothing changes last time. That's cool. I'll try to play Plup at some point then. That'd be nice. Mango mentioned me on his stream last night. Ooh, what do you say? Did he say he wants to drink with me? He better say he wants to drink with me. Thank you, Typo. Yeah, I'm feeling better now. He said the homie by misunderstood. That's my boy, Mango, right there. Let's fucking go, Mango. Let's fucking go. Nope, I'm buying my boy Mango a drink at Summit. Even Mango doesn't play a single friendly at Summit. I'm buying. Actually, what I'm saying, he got too much money. He can buy me a drink instead. That's what I'll do. I didn't really talk about Pikachu. Like, yo, thank you for the host, Digi. I'll be Team Beer at Summit. Hell yeah. I don't even like beer. But I will be Team Beer for Mango. I am in every other type of drink person, though. Vodka, whiskey. I love whiskey and tequila. Anything else? Drink. But yeah, the thing about Pikachu is he's a lower risk, low reward Pichu. But he's also a bigger hitbox, so it's easier to challenge. And what I really think matters here is that even though you would think, oh, he should be around the area of Pichu, my problem with Pikachu is that he has much lower reward than the ratio of lower risk he has for his attacks. Because the main reason he's lower risk on his attacks is because he's a heavier character, and his up B lets him kind of counterattack people when he's in disadvantage. But in exchange, his combos are just a lot worse. Damage output is a lot worse. Kill power is a lot worse. It's just a lot less threatening. So when I fight Pikachu, I generally feel more relaxed fighting him. Now with that said, up B having hitbox is still massive for him and might keep him in Hazard Sauce. But I think when I compare it to other characters, I'm just not as impressed by his fear factor. Like when I fight Pikachu, I'm not afraid of him the same way I'm afraid of all these other characters when they hit me and kill me. Wait, what do you mean, Ginta? I barely drink Ginta. I legit probably drink like 3 or 4 times a year now. If Pichu would be at a hitbox, he'd be best character in the game. Free. Free. Team water? Nah, I'm not gonna be team water. I just drink a lot of water. Like, I think the last time I actually drank was SmashCon. Like, really drank. Like, drank more than, like, a little bit for the taste of it. Yep, Ginta, I know. SmashCon was fun. When I lost and I just drank and it was great. I never go to North Carolina. I probably will at some point again. Next up, Meta Knight. I don't know what to think about Meta Knight. Meta Knight, honestly, I don't know about him. I really don't. No one's playing him. No one even wants to play him. I get the impression his kit is good. He has low range sword arrows with great frame data. He has great ground speed and footsies. But his reward seems a little bit too slow. Ginta. Shush, Ginta. I was hilarious. Just put Meta Knight, I don't know, tier? The thing is, I don't agree with that. I think Meta Knight is... It just seems like his reward is a little bit too low for everything. Like, he has some combos, but it seems like they're more... You have to fuck up your DI combos. His kill power seems whatever. His edge guarding is good, but so is a lot of characters. That doesn't stand out. Especially because his airspeed is so slow that he can't chase people. I know I was playing Meta Knight now. Oh, he has DI-proof bridge and ladder combos? I'm gonna keep him here. I don't know. I just have this feeling. I have a feeling a character with multiple jumps, small, great footsies, big combos, even though they're not gonna kill you anymore. Really good specials. Like, all the specials are really good. Down B is great for escaping disadvantage and just being a random move. Side B is really good at edge guarding people and punishing bad edge guards. Neutral B can just kill people and does a lot of damage, so it's just a rewarding move. Up B is a good recovery and kill move. You feel like my lips have better combos, Mad Knight? They're right. I mean, you're right. And thank you, Danby, with the resub. 8 months in a go, let's go. 8 months in a go, let's go. English is not my specialty. So I keep him here. I just don't think anyone's playing him, but he feels solid. You know who's also solid? Zero Suit. I think Mars is playing him, Naru's playing him, her a little bit. And she's really good. The thing is, she's like Brawl Zero Suit now. You play her very defensively. You space out with side B. You have really safe aerial pressure. Down B is great for saving disadvantage. She still can kill you with like down smash and nair near ledge at absurd percents. Up B outshot's really good for killing people, especially because Up B pulls people in reliably instead of them falling out, so that's a reliable damage and kill move. She can really chase you off stage and kill you. She can juggle you still. Her neutral is not that great still. And like, she doesn't allow you to kill you as reliably, but it doesn't make her a bad character. It just means she doesn't have the sauce right now. Basic type of Nano, Bowser has really good hitboxes overall, along with great movement speed, so his advantage state's solid, his neutral's okay. And he can play a good mix of offense and defense, while mixing people up really hard and killing them for single reads. Yeah, up B for Zero Suit's tiny, but it's whatever. It's still great out show punish, good combo ender. Like, it's a really good move. It's just not broken. Does Rob have the sauce? I think Rob has the sauce still, actually. His projectile game is so strong. Gyro stuff is... Honestly, if he didn't have the gyro, nair, side B, kill you at like 40% bullshit, then he wouldn't have the sauce. But as long as he has that, along with neutral air for jealous spacing, down tilt to be really annoying, like, what else is there to talk about? Great grab game. Like, he's a mini grappler. Like, I think Rob is on the lower end as has the sauce, but he still has it. He's a projectile grappler with good hitboxes and survivability and hard to edge guard recovery. And he's not easy to juggle because of his up B once again, and his nair. So yeah, he's definitely a saucy character. What about Incineroar? He's pretty oof. I don't think that's changed much since last time, yeah. Yeah, he's definitely oof. Slow. Good hitboxes, but he's way too slow. Even with a buff, he's still easy to edge guard. Combo food. Camp food. Getting out frame data food. The thing is, I would agree with you that Incineroar should be better conceptually than Ganondorf. If Ganondorf didn't have Nair, and just generally massive hitboxes. Like, Incineroar's hitboxes aren't that big. Like, his buttons overall are, like, alright. Like, they're okay hitboxes. They're okay frame data, good damage and combo ability, but he's so slow that it doesn't work well enough for him. I'm actually just combining these tiers. I don't find there's enough of a difference between these tiers right now. Next up we have Falco. I don't know where I put Falco. What do I do with him? He's probably just fantastic. Yeah, whack tier is whack. I don't know. He's pretty good, actually. Nair up tilt such a good kill confirm. Nair up tilt back air at like 80 to 90 is such a good kill confirm. His lasers are really annoying. His reflector is a decent reflector and like mid-range just footsie's tool. His back air is obnoxious in general. His up air is really good because it combos into itself and kills. His up smash is okay. His forward smash is pretty solid. His jab is alright. His grab game is pretty good for combos. His recovery is not that great. He has trouble landing. His footsie game is still whatever because his movement isn't that great. Yeah, he's good enough. He's not fantastic. Now I'm saying this stuff to myself. Whatever. The Samus is also good enough. But Samuses are a character that, I don't know. In theory, they seem really good. But when I play them, I find that I'm not sure if it's not that they're not good enough or that they're just boring. Let's see. Great projectile. Zera is good. Nair is a really good aerial. Fair is also good. Back air is great for killing. Juggling game isn't that great with up air and up smash and whatever. But ledge trapping with down B and charge shot mix-ups are amazing. Missile setups are okay. Down B in general is great for edge guarding and ledge trapping. It's such a good move. And even for just moving around people, it can be really annoying for people to deal with. Up B out shield is really good. Good dash attack. Doesn't really kill to high percents. Doesn't combo, of course. But it's a good dash attack regardless. Down tilt's a pretty good tool because she crouches during it. And it can have decent destroy and kill power. Forward tilt's a really good footsie's tool because of the range and speed. Jab mix-ups are pretty nice. Forward smash is a really good smash. Fast, kills really early, not too laggy. Up smash being reliable now is actually amazing. Down air is a decent spike, but she's a little bit too floaty and slow in the air for it to be great. But it's still decent enough for edge guarding. Heavyweight character and floaty's hard to combo. Hard to chase down as well due to floatiness and projectile game. Now we get playing offense and plays great defense. Has grab throws. Has throw kills, I think. Yeah, has killing throws. Has decent damage throws in general. And tether grabs in this game are better than before due to less end lag and just the mechanics of the game. I think favoring tether grabs more. Yeah, no, she's fantastic. I think she's boring to play. But all the stuff listed out loud makes you remember this character is nice. She doesn't have a good get off me button. But I think she walls people out so well and can afford getting hit. And I'm not sure if one's better than the other ones, but just get grouped together, although I could be wrong. Yes, this will be on YouTube later. So yeah, definitely Samuses are good. I think Game Watch is a big oof. Fair buffs seemed alright, but I think the character still... The character needs a better burst option. Dash attack doesn't have enough range. Dash attack needs more range. Chef is really nice though. Up air shield is really nice though. He needs better grab confirms. If up air could kill, that'd be amazing. Like up smash is cool and all, but just don't get up smash by him. He has trouble killing. Same with down smash and forward smash. Nair, yeah, I don't know. He just has. He's too slow, lacks range, and doesn't really force approaches. And like you just wall him out with big safe hitboxes, and what is he gonna do? Talk about Mewtwo and what you think his storm capabilities are on a sub. So I don't think Mewtwo is that great. Obviously, I think he's all right. He is a projectile character. You know, he charges Shadow Ball, he throws it. And his entire kit serves to make his Shadow Ball good, and that's his problem. For example, Olimar. If he throws a Pikmin, he blocks Shadow Ball. What is Mewtwo's kit now? Forward tilt? That's good, but it doesn't really combo. It kills, but it's decent startup. His tail's a hurt box. Down tilt is low range. You can just jump over him and hit him freely. It combos, so it's good for pressuring, but like he has to get up close to make down tilt work, and he has to get really close for the combos on it. I'm not sure how safe it is, but it doesn't matter when it's such a narrow, low to ground hitbox. His forward air got really nerfed. It's not really good at air to air anymore. And air to ground is not even that great either because it has less range. Kill, sure, can combo even, but whatever. His Nair is too easy to challenge in this game where everyone's mashing buttons. And it's worse for comboing. I know it's still combos, but it's worse for that. His up air is alright for juggling, but since his tail is a hurt box, basically for the entire tail except the tip, you just challenge his up air and it's not that great. Same with his back air. Like the fact that he doesn't have much of a disjoint on his back air or up air anymore really hurts, and his tail being such a big hurt box makes it so easy to hit him. And thank you for the sub. Really appreciate that, CJ. If you want to join Discord, let me know. I can send you a link for that. So I know STX thinks this character is mid tier, and I completely agree with STX. His down B buffs are really nice because that can be a good like footsies tool now to kill people with, but that's the real thing he has is down B is really jank and might be the meta for this character, like with punishing things with down B, but I don't think it's enough. And his grab range still sucks. So even though his throws are good, like he's so lightweight too, and he's easy to keep disadvantage overall. Bleh. Like Mewtwo's not awful, but compared to Smash 4, he fell from grace. Not yet, Giza. I'm gonna order tier 1 when I have everything figured out in other places. Yoshi's still fantastic, but whatever. You challenge him with sword hitboxes. What is he gonna do about it? You can't challenge them. His air movement is good, but he's so floaty he can't mix you up really that well with like tomahawks. Nor is his grab game that great. His ground buttons in general are pretty bad, so he has trouble killing. His combos are pretty nice, but once you know to avoid up tilt and forward tilt, which have low range by the way, then he can't really combo you that well. Dash X's a great burst tool though. His edge guarding is amazing. His disadvantage is pretty good overall. Like his recovery is basically unstoppable a lot of times. It's hard to juggle him for long, but he can't win neutral easily. And he's heavy, sure, but he's not like super heavy. And even though he has really good aerials, basically, like really good frame data, really good damage, good weight, his double jump armor is amazing for getting out of bad situations and for taking hits and punishing people. He does have grab combos at certain percents, which is nice. Down B shield break's great. Down air is great for shield pressure, especially when someone's on a platform. Back air is great for pressuring people and killing them and mixing people up. His forward smash is a great whiff punish tool. Up smash is a great anti-air tool to kill people with too. What else does he have? Nair is great for ledge trapping and just generally being a combo break tool. Yoshi cannot be shield poked, which is actually huge in this game. And yeah, those are really good tools, so he is a good character. It's just his weaknesses are a little bit too pronounced against a list of characters with big, fast, safe, powerful disjoints that force approaches when Yoshi is not the best approach versus that kind of stuff. Also, I feel like with the speed of this game, his egg toss is worse because you can just run past him and pressure him more than in Smash 4. Damn, I really making a tier list and having almost 500 viewers. The clout chasing is real. Yeah, Yoshi is definitely a crayon character. I agree with that. And then Puff is... I'll put her here. Puff is basically Yoshi, who's smaller, but really lightweight. Like, extraordinary lightweight to an awful point, while also having just worse buttons overall. Like, if you want to play Puff, honestly just play Yoshi instead. The only thing that really gives Puff a benefit over Yoshi is rest confirms, which are massive, don't get me wrong. But I think most matchups that Yoshi struggles with, Puff struggles with slightly more. But at the same time, Puff's airspeed is really good, still really good aerials. Rest confirms are still really good. Like I said, hard to keep in disadvantage generally because of great airspeed and small size, and punishing punishes if you mess up there. Safe pressure. And she's a functional character in this game. Who else? Doc is just Mario with a better fireball for approaching, and obviously more power in some attacks, but Exchange just being so much slower that doesn't matter. So much slower. He does have down throw down B to kill you, which is really good by the way. Down throw down B and down throw fair are really good. But like, you have to lay him out like you lay him out in Ness. And if you lay him out like you lay him out in Ness, and don't get caught by grabs in the corner at like mid-ish percents, you'll be fine. Like at mid percents, fight at mid stage, be more aggressive, and then high percents when he loses grab confirms, you can go in the corner and lay him out again. It's no big deal. Labyrinth Corn, just big, safe combo hitboxes, but bad disadvantage. Yeah, up B show is also pretty good, but you can outspace it. Like I said, the problem with Doc is you just outspace him and outlame him and he loses. But at the same time, some characters can't do that. Like if you have Doc versus Mario, you're gonna have a very nutty match. And that's where Doc shines. Or like Doc versus Wolf would actually be a good matchup for Doc. Because Doc can't really... Oh, thank you so much for the sub. Go eat your KFC, I appreciate my man. Welcome to the gang. If you want to join sub Discord, let me know, I can send you a link for that. But yeah, so overall, it's like Doc would be good versus Wolf. Doc would be actually pretty decent versus Inkling too, I think. But Doc versus Palutena, Doc versus Peach, Doc versus the Swordies should all be really bad for Doc. And this is what I think is interesting about some characters like Wolf or Inkling, because even I think they should still beat characters like Doc or Ness. I think those are the matchups that keep Ness and Doc from being like in the oof tier, because the matchups where they have equal range, they're really good at. Basically, Soul Boss, I just underestimated how good the Shoto's frame data and combos are, and how safe their pressure is, and how they more counterplay to the weaknesses than I thought. Thank you, Zodiac, for confirming what I said. Nah, I don't want to see Dark. Dark Wizzy is a Mario player, through and through. He would never play Doc. Toon Link's still good, by the way. Like, people don't play Toon Link. I don't want to talk too much about him because, like, no one's playing him. So think of this as more like a Meta Knight character where I just have this vibe. I just have this vibe about great mobility, a good projectile game in a game where projectiles are at their best, backdoor killing, really early and powerful kill confirms in general off these projectiles, and amazing mobility. Sword aerials that can be pretty safe. And very powerful kills, sword smashes, and a good up tilt anti-air. And like, we haven't seen this character in action for some reason, but I'm telling you, this character is good. His kit on paper is good, and in practice it works. I did not say a new My Smash Corner vid. Sword Fighter? I think this is actually an I don't know character. Yeah, actually, you know what? I'm gonna have to make the I don't know tier. And Sword Fighter goes in there. I haven't fought against a really good one yet. I haven't seen a really good one yet. I should probably move my webcam, so let me do this. Alright, there we go. Why would you pick Toon Link over the other two? Dude, I don't think you compare the links. I really don't like comparing them because I think they're all for different situations and different characters completely. Okay, so like quick Samus recap. Basically, she has amazing attributes for heavyweight because floaty, and she's really good at camping you out. Like she has overall great long range buttons with good frame data and good damage output and kill power, and she can just wall you out really hard and pressure you really hard from a distance safely. Let's see. Let's see how Sword Fighter develops. I want to fight a good Sword Fighter at some point. Same with Gunner. I don't know much about the character. I think I actually didn't place Gunner in my last list either. Oh no, I did last time. It's funny, I went from placing those characters to not placing them. And that's because the more I think about it, the more I realize I don't know. Me Brawler is actually some shit though, by the way. Where's Me Brawler? This character has great frame data, great combos, very fast on the ground. Up B show with custom 1 is amazing. The down B custom that's like 0 suits is great for escaping disadvantage. The side B custom where he like flies in the air with the feet is really good because of all the range and power on it and how safe it is on block. Like, oh my god. Yes, why do bad things happen to good people legit made me believe in Me Brawler. He legit has so much stuff. He has a grab game, I think. Like, he's so hard to hit, and you hit his shield, he up out shield and does a lot of damage. And then he mixes you up with grabs and really good speed to burst you down with. Thank you for the host, Bayonetta. Yeah, burn and dry kick. That's the move. Yes, you can use customs with Mii brawlers in this game. Well, Mii's in general. Oh man. Use up E1. That is the best up B for Mii brawler by far because it gives him an out of shield game that's absolutely absurd. Same reason Cloud is good actually. His up B out of shield is absurd. And this character, honestly, I don't think this character has a sauce, but I think this character has room to develop, and if this character ends up having the sauce in the long run, I won't be surprised. No one's putting time into this character yet. Yes, this is up because the opponent first, if he suicides with it too. Oh, it's so good overall. Yo, sup Spectre, I don't know the name. Yeah, Hugs plays Mii Gunner. I haven't really seen him play much. Link barely has the sauce. From last time I said, like, you know, big hitboxes, good frame data. Nair is absolutely broken as a move. Bomb also limits mobility so much as a great projectile, along with Boomerang being a great projectile and Arrows being a great projectile. Big, like, tilts with lots of power. Kind of slow. In general, this character is blown up close, though. Like, if you can't nair the opponent out of pressure, he gets juggled easily, he gets edge guard really easily, by the way. Like, his recovery is... If you get on top of him off stage and he can't set up bomb recoveries, he gets absolutely destroyed off stage. But up B is a big hitbox, so if you mess up your edge guard, he will punish you hard. Up B in general is great for killing people as a combo move or just a hard read. Also, up B out shield is great at like mid and high percents for damage and killing. And yeah, down tilt's a good pressure tool with set up combos. His jab is a pretty good jab due to the range on it. He has grab combos, of course, and a grab kill with up throw, so that's nice. And it's like he walls you out, and then he can also pressure you and outspace you with his forward air, his tilts, and his neutral air, and his bombs. So it's like you have trouble approaching him, you have trouble defending against his pressure, he can mix you up, he kills you really early, he's hard to kill if you can't just go out and edge guard him. He has great out shield game. His downer is also really good, his upper is also really good. And oh man, Link has the sauce. But I think he's worse than I previously thought, because I previously promised third. He's not going to be third this time, I'm telling you that much. What else? I don't know about Pac-Man. I don't know about Duck Hunt still. And we're not rating the individual Pokemon. Oh, Villager's good enough, I suppose. I think I put him here before too. Yeah, like he's alright, you know? He has some buttons. He has some decent spacing with his aerials. There's a good combo break tool. Lloyd Rocket's pretty good. But the problem is he's too slow. Like, spacing out with back air and forward air is too slow for this game. Setting up Lloyd Rockets is too slow for this game. His grab is not that good. You know, Pocket is good versus projectiles, but there's also a lot of counterplay because a lot of the better projectiles are just fast spammable ones. His upper and downer hitboxes aren't that great. Like, his ground moves are generally not that great. And I don't know really what he's supposed to do against all these powerful sorties. And like Palutena and Olimar and like just every single archetype gives Villager trouble in this game, I think. So I think his entire kit may be undertuned, and I think he needs like better ground moves. Or his aerials need like bigger hitboxes to cover his blind spots. No, we don't need an extra sauce tier. We're not separating that much yet. Guys, don't feed the trolls. That guy has a profile picture of Donald Duck shooting himself in the head. We don't feed the trolls here, okay? Awesome, great. Come on, mods. I know we got some mods here. Village Island or Smash 4? I never replayed it. Okay, let's look at this again. Yep, I didn't miss any characters. We have 4 in the I don't know tier. So, I should actually... that I should add extra characters to the please buff tier. I actually think Zelda could get some buffs. I want her to be good, so I'm a little bit biased. I think Game Watch can get some extra buffs too. I think Kirby can get some extra buffs. I think Rosa can get some extra buffs. She's still not good enough. Diddy could get some extra buffs, maybe? I'll say Diddy can get some extra buffs. I almost want to say Bayo can get some extra buffs. No, I'm not doing it. I refuse. I refuse to say Bayo can get some extra buffs. Same with Ice Climbers. I refuse. Nana's AI functions now. The character has a lot of tech, and I don't want this character to have buffs, and then suddenly everyone starts blowing people up with Ice Climbers, zero deathing you off crazy pressure. Luigi, does he deserve buffs? No, not unless they fix it so his grab isn't dumb. As long as his grab is dumb, don't give him extra buffs. Incineroar, nah, he's here. Sonic's a little bit weak, but he also might not be as weak as I'm putting him here. See, like the thing about all these characters here. The characters I didn't put in buffs section, I think might not be as weak as I'm putting them. Like, they might actually all be up a tier. Especially Bowser Jr. and Ridley. And Sonic, and Incineroar, and all of them, yep. So it's like, even though I think they're slightly weaker than these guys, like these characters here are significantly weaker. Like, Rosa is still hella weak. Sheikah's awful. Power Plant's awful. Isabel's awful. Little Mac is actually worst character in the game. Robin's a trash. Zelda is trash. Oh, she's not trash. No, I have to put Zelda back up here. Like, Game Watch is pretty trash in this game. Kirby is... I know I said he has some stuff, but he definitely deserves some buffs. Diddy is pretty trash. Yeah, Problem Plan has no neutral game, and Game & Watch just... Actually, no, I'll put him up here. Game & Watch is not that bad. I'm gonna put Oof. Parentheses, maybe buff. Because I don't want to say that they don't need buffs. Let me do this actually. Because I think in my mind, these four characters, Sheik, Piranha Plant, Isabelle, and Mac, all stand out as the absolute worst characters in the game. By far. Whereas the characters above them all stand out as bad to me, but might have some potential, but probably need some love. So that's differentiation. And then afterwards, what about the characters good enough, I suppose? Am I going to move any of them at all? Probably not. Remember, this is not ordered except for top tier once I actually start ordering that. And, alright, like these are all right characters. They have their uses. I wouldn't really buff them at all, or I did, there'd be small buffs. They just got the short end of the stick. That's what happens. Sometimes you have characters that just aren't that great or aren't that bad. It's just whatever. They exist. Yeah, Sonic gets duked on by a lot of the good characters. Remember, this isn't necessarily being bad. This is decent. This is good enough, I suppose. Remember that. So you can play these characters and not be shooting yourself in the foot for tournaments, for the most part, unless you want to play like at top level. I think these characters below are the characters where you may be shooting yourself in the foot at tournaments. And the characters below that are definitely shooting yourself in the foot. Yeah, fantastic tier. I think this tier is fine. If anything, I would make a note that I think Cloud should be at the top of Fantastic tier, along with Young Link and Pikachu and Chrom. Actually, I'm making an extra tier. I don't like how this is ordered right now, so we're doing this. Wait, where is it? Because I can't put a lot of these characters in the same tier. I'm looking at this right now, like, what? No, it doesn't make any sense. Best Shulk streamer that's not Kome? Obviously me. I'm gonna say, taste the sauce. And a diet sauce. That's better way to put it. Diet sauce. Okay, this looks a lot more reasonable. Right? Yeah, I wouldn't put Wario with them, I would put Mega Man. Yeah, because these characters are not as good as the Sauce characters, IMO. But they're certainly better than, like, the Marth, Wario, and the Mega Man. Nah, Wario's not a diet. Not at all. Get to all just think about food, you know me. He disappointed but not surprised. Thank you. Zero Suit might be diet sauce. You know, I agree, actually. I'm looking at this again. I agree with that. Zero Suit's really good still. I want to put Wario there and Marth there, but do I think Wario and Marth are as good as these characters? No, I don't. Actually, maybe Marth. Is Marth that much worth than Lucina? Is he really? No, he's not. Dude, trust me. Toon Link is good, Ross. Not as good as Young Link and not as good as Link, but he's good. And in parentheses, ordered in the diet sauce. We're ordering the diet sauce here, and now we're going to order the sauce. Alright, so top 2 in the game, my opinion. Top 3 in the game is Daisy, Wolf, Lucina. After that, who's 4th? Who is 4th in the game? Who's the 4th best? Fox? Fox is pretty ridiculous. Like, I don't know what matchups he actually loses. If he does, they don't lose badly at all. Just because players do well with the character doesn't mean the character is that good. Tweaking Glutony doing well with Wario does not mean Wario is a top tier, and in fact, it is doing them a service to say that the character is not as good as the results would indicate, if anything. Oh yeah, Pichu, I'm stupid. Yeah, Pichu's 4th best in the game, for sure. Pichu is absolutely better than everyone else here. And then I think Fox. I'd probably go afterwards like Palutena. Inkling? Palutena is really good. Nah, Olimar's not top 5. Olimar struggles a little bit too much with disjoints and some burst options. Like, Olimar's good. But he has a lot of randomly bad matchups. I made an Olimar matchup list recently. And he also has a lot of evenish matchups. And I'm not quite sold on him being top 5, unlike everyone else that says, oh my god, The buzz is beating everyone with Olimar. He must be a top 3 character broken. When it's no, I'm freaking good at this game because I've been good at Smash for 10 years already. And Inkling's absolutely ridiculous. Trust me. Trust me, Inkling is absolutely absurd. Trust me on this, guys. What about Shulk? Actually, no, you know what? Did I put Link here? Link's pretty OD. I think actually Link is better than Inkling, though. You know he has issues with, like, getting pressured? He might drop more and more, but I want to put him here for now. Like... Actually, then again... I don't know. The thing is, I feel like Link's weaknesses are more exploitable than Inkling's weaknesses. Like, Link's weaknesses are more clear-cut. You hit him, he sucks at getting hit. He sucks off stage when you're pressuring him. He sucks getting juggled quickly. He sucks against characters that can whip punish him really well and don't care about bomb much. Whereas Inkling's like... Inkling sucks against characters that wall out, I guess, until she gets in and does absurd damage and pressures really well. Yeah, I'll put Olimar here, actually. I think there's actually a pretty clear divide after Olimar anyway. Yeah, I think so. Olimar is pretty ridiculous. Because afterwards you have characters that probably have like pretty bad matchups randomly. Right? Yeah, that makes sense. Afterwards... I think Link's afterwards, yeah. It goes Link and then Ike. I hate putting Ike up here because I don't want to admit I was wrong in the character. But Nair is so dumb. Oh my god. Nair underneath platforms in particular is dumb. You ever get hit by a Nair 30 and get caught? No, 50 and get caught by Nair, jump on platform Nair, up air, and you're at 70% up air and you die from the 70% up air on Smashville. And if you don't die, you're now above Smashville and Ike getting up aired and dying afterwards. You're at the ledge and you react to short hop Nair. See you ledge roll, and then he does short hop Nair fast fall it. Hitbox comes out, he sees you rolled and does another Nair, and that back hit of Nair catches your roll, and you die from that at like 80. You ever try blocking Nair? Reading his jump after Nairing, you try fairing, but since he Nair while moving forward, he jumps over your fair and kills you anyway. Or you read him trying to jump forward, so you fair backwards, and then he Nairs backwards and hits you anyway. You ever caught by Nair up B suicide at 0? You ever parry Nair at a distance and you can't punish it? You ever try parrying Nair but he can mix up his timing of Nair so many different ways that doesn't matter, along with the spacing? You ever just fight against a good Ike who decides not to even Nair? So you try to counterplay Nair and he's just dashing back and forth in neutral, playing footsies, but he has to respect Nair so much that he can play footsies. And then he up tilts your jumps because you try to answer the Nairs. You ever try edgeguarding an Ike and he tries to side B and he does it, so you have to guess what he's going to do, like when he's going to side B. But he reacts to you acting a little bit too early, so he side Bs and gets away from disadvantage. Yeah, basically, have you ever fought MKLeo and realized the absurdity of that move? Because I have. Like, oh, this is insane. Alright, what's next? Shulk? Shulk's pretty absurd, yeah, I think this is fine for him. Pokemon is also absurd. Actually, Pokemon is more absurd than Shulk. I know about to trigger so many people by putting wait, no, I'm fine. Pokemon Trainer is at 11th and not top 10. So I'm not gonna trigger people. Okay, we're good then. Yeah, I think it goes Pokemon Trainer and then Shulk. I think after Shulk that might be a pretty big gap though. Nah, Roy just shouldn't be up there with them. Roy's in Diet Sauce. Low range, trouble approaching. He commits a little bit too much to everything he does. Snake? Greninja or Rob? Greninja's pretty absurd. Greninja actually should be above Shulk, probably. I think Rob Rob has the sauce. He's not Diet Sauce at all. Yeah, so would I put Greninja there? Like, do I think there's a big difference between the Greninja, Shulk, Snake, Rob tier and these guys? Like, what's the bigger difference? These last four versus, like, Pokemon Trainer Ike, Link, Olimar? Or these four versus Roy, Young Link, Cloud, Pikachu? What's a bigger difference here? The difference of those four versus Roy, Young Link, Cloud, Pikachu. Oh yeah, Zodiac Sheep. I've actually experienced that. Legit, I have fought Kofi's Falco with my Bowser, and he's done that loop to me, and it's bullshit. Is Greninja that good though? I don't know. I don't know if I want to put Greninja here, based on theory, or if I should count his weaknesses against him a bit more. Does it even matter much? Does anyone even care? You know, I'm making the hard read. We're putting him here. Why not another tier? Oh no, I'm not making a... Because I'm not making this tier. Sauce, but on the side. I'm definitely not making this tier and putting 4 characters in here. Like, nah. There's too many characters for that shit. Pizza Hut sauce? No, that's like low tier. That'd be some bottom tier of sauce, honestly. Aight. So that's my tier list, guys. Everyone feel free to complain about it. If you have your grievances to express, you know, express them now. So I can tell you, well, you know what, I'm a top player, and I know what I'm talking about. And I respect your opinion, and I'll fight to the death to defend it. But it's also wrong. Greninja top 5. Oh, what's up, Wounded Dragon? Maybe in the future. How do you individually rank the Pokemon? If I had to individually rank them, Ivysaur, Squirtle, high tier. Probably here. In low tier, but whatever. Incineroar, top 1 character. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, you're right. Where are my lips on the list? Got the sauce. Why is Lucina better than Marth? Because in a game where you can't space well, you don't want a character that has to space well. Favorite character to play as? I actually love playing as Young Link. Why is Roy above Young Link? Because Roy's better. Do I have a Daisy bias? Hell yes! Because Daisy is adorable. Peach is a thought. The game is not that balanced. First of all, let me say this right now. If your character is like below Fantastic, you can win regionals with their character. And you get to win locals. But you're not going to take like top 8 at nationals. And they're probably going to fall off over time. If your character is even in Fantastic, your character is probably going to fall off over time. And I think at the end of the day, endgame meta is gonna have the characters in the first 2 tiers, and that's it. Young Link is better than Shulk. Why isn't that so low? Because he's not higher. Shulk is diet and Young Link's got the sauce. Nope, I disagree. Put myself at the top because I have the sauce. I mean, that's where Olimar is. There can be... This isn't S tier. This is top tier. There's a huge... I did not say anything like, oh, this character... S tier is implying a character is way above the competition. I guess by that logic, you'd have... You wouldn't have an S tier. Nope. You'd have an A tier, an A minus tier, a B, a C, a D, and an F. Why does she... Just because Ally can't get top 8 with Snake doesn't mean Snake is not a top tier character. Salem didn't make top 8 with Link at Genesis. Well, Link must suck. Yep. Meanwhile, MVD is legit having just as good if not better results than Ally. MVD got what, 13th at Genesis, losing to me and, what was it, Tweak? Of course I like Mexican food, man. Why apply Cloud over the other sorties? Because you like him. Because he's fast. Because compare him to other sorties. Lucina's slower than him. Ike and Link are both slower than him. Ike's like a half sortie. Shulk has weird movement and is definitely slower than him. Cloud is just straightforward. He's straightforward, really big aerials with good movement speed. Roy's more about his ground movement. Mega Man didn't lose too much in the patch. That's why. Why is Greninja so high? Because he's fucking good. Rob just got buffed? Not really. Rob's buff was Pichu doesn't fall out of side B. Wow. Huge buff. Massive buff right there. Well, it helps him in the matchup, sure, but that doesn't help in any other matchup. Not yet Renegade. We'll see, though. Sync loses like 25 matchups? We'll see. I disagree. I think Palutena is top 6, and she loses like 5 matchups, but I think Olimar's top 8 loses like 8 or 9 matchups. Everyone loses matchups in this game. Yes, Hyberg. Icy's gonna become better. Sheik sucks. That's why she's so low. You ever hit someone with a Sheik combo with 10 hits and do like 30 damage? And then hit someone with Ganondorf's neutral air into dash grab, down throw, neutral air, dash attack and do 60 damage instead? Wadi is not being anyone good with Rosa. Give me a name of someone good he's beat with Rosa. Not saying to do local people. They're alright, but they're not top level players. Wadi is significantly better than them as a player. I want someone who is on Wadi's level he's beat with Rosa. Thank you, Shin. Go tanks. I didn't say Roy's more consistent than Young Link. In fact, look how close they are. Do not split hairs over a 1 or 2 spot placement on a list. Split hairs over Roy being better than Marth by 6 spots, not by Roy being 1 spot over Young Link. What matchup do you think Lucina loses? I don't play Lucina. She's pretty freaking good. Yes, Star Diamond. Mario is not diet sauce. No. Why is Samus Dark Samus fantastic? Because they zone you out with really strong zoning tools, including great projectiles, tilts, and aerials, while being heavy but not easy to combo. What does DD have? He is hard to approach, his ledge shopping is busted. Oh my god, this is never ending. I'm not explaining the links because they're different characters. Explaining why the links are better or worse than each other is like explaining why the Spaceys are better than worse than each other. Look at them individually. If full damage aerials with Peach gets nerfed half like it should be, yes. If Peach did not have full damage aerials on her float aerials, she would be worse. She'd probably be like here. People thought Wolf was average because they couldn't get kills with him. I remember thinking Wolf was really good when the game came out, and then I said maybe not. Like I hesitated because everyone else was saying that. And I know now I should have sucked my instincts and said he's good. That's largely what this list is. Actually, is my instincts more than anything else. Instead of listening to people. Except Lomac. Why Olimar or anything else? I may have played Palutena. Character has the most potential to grow? Pichu. Pichu has absurd. Oh, actually, no. All these characters have room. All these characters here aren't just current results. These are all characters who have room to grow. Like Pokemon Trainer and Greninja, results-wise, should not be here. Even Snake shouldn't be here, or Shulk, or Rob. Wolf shouldn't be here based on. Actually, it should be based on results. But Lucina and Pichu probably shouldn't be here based on results. Why is Ike so high? Because he's ridiculous. Oh my god, so many questions to answer. Chrom should be lower? No, he should not be. Chrom is still absurd. You think Olimar is second best, but you are wrong, sir. In my opinion. Wojoko. Sucks for you, man. Playing bad characters sucks. Why is War so high? Because he's really good. Hey, he takes such good care of my beard? Oh, you know, I just rub it a lot. Like this. Why is Junior in his placement? Because his recovery sucks. If Junior's recovery wasn't a flying piece of shit, he'd probably be here. I know, Zalian. When people ask me all these questions about characters, I'm not going to give a proper answer to every single character. Why change my opinion on Gandalf? Because his disadvantage sucks. And the only good option is Nair. Now, Olimar's up smash is not the best move in the game. It's really good, though. Alright, that's it for the tier list, though. Let me screenshot this, post this on Twitter, and then everyone can complain about it. Normal stuff. Should you buy a poke or a gyro? Ooh, buy a poke. My Valentine's Day is going great right now, and I can see all the love and support in chat. Right? You know, everyone in chat type heart for Valentine's Day. You think Corrin's Nair hit twice? Nah, that's fine. The bus have no. Why did I practice Smash today? I haven't even played any Smash today. No Tetris yet. Which is there we go. All the hearts in chat. I see them all. Y'all are great. When I think of Palutena down to 2 framing at the ledge. Yeah, no, Palutena is down to 2 framing at the ledge is one of the reasons she's so high up. Like, that's absolutely busted. Pain, I didn't rate Pac-Man. I literally put him in the I don't know tier. Why is Yoshi not higher? Because he has struggles with swords and big touch joints. I mean, versus Luigi, you literally platform camp him. And play as lame as possible when he can't grab you at 0%. Where's Simon? He's not here. Richter's better. Biggest change compared to my last tier list. What was my last tier list? Damn, my top tiers didn't really change at all. Oh, Luigi and Lucas dropped hella hard since my last tier. Actually, not Lucas, but Luigi dropped hella hard since my last tier list. Wow. Otherwise... Oh, I took Sword Fighter and Gunner off because I don't know how to rate him anymore. I rose Ryu and Ken quite a bit. Not Ken, but Ryu I rose quite a bit. Not too many massive changes since my last list, honestly. Mainly just Mega Man dropping a lot because of the patch. Luigi dropping a lot because of reasons. Removing 2 of the Miis. And adding in some characters I didn't rate before. Why is Plant bad? He has no neutral. Like what is Piranha Plant's neutral? Use some of the weirdest characters in Ardar. If you use characters that are in the I don't know tier, I don't know what to tell you, man. I should do this. Because I'm going to actually play Smash now. Recommend watching the newest My Smash Corner video. What can Zelda do? Well, when anyone play video games, we could talk about video games. You're right. That is true. That's very true. Nah, Wolf is not overrated. His buttons are big. Yes, I'll play against a good Falco. The problem is, when I think about Falco's tools, they aren't that great. He has some really good stuff. He has up nair, up tilt combos. He has up throw combos. He has kill confirms off up tilt. Down tilt can kill, or even kill confirm. I forget which one it was. Forward smash is good, but then it's like his hitboxes are awkward. His frame data is whatever. His mobility is pretty trash. His recovery and disadvantage in general is trash. And like, there's so many bad attributes on Falco. Who is Mango? Mango is a fruit. Link stuff is near as ridiculous. What makes Brawler good? Speed, up B out shield, combos, frame data. Mainly ground speed though. Zelda can do a retreat. Okay, watching my Smash Corner now. I want to see his video on Zelda's Phantom thing. Mango said after Summit, they're gonna be calling me the Buzz if you guys chill. Hell yeah. Raise your PMs. What are your thoughts on attack canceling? Attack canceling has some utility for some characters, but I haven't found particularly good use for it yet. It's just like, I don't know. It's whatever. They go mango fruitcake? Dang, making up things now. Alright guys, so what should I do now actually? I can play for glory. I want to try something interesting for glory, where I basically play a character, and if I lose to a character, I have to play the character I lost to. And the goal is to play for a character with the character as long as possible. And every time I switch characters, I'll play that new character as long as possible. Or I could watch my Smash Corners video on Zelda. Yeah, fandom thing. Wait, I don't see it at all. I don't see a Zelda thing